All right, everybody, here we go. Let's go live. Flip my camera around a little bit there. And good afternoon. It is a beautiful sunny afternoon in Worthington, Minnesota. I'm Chris Brower. I'm coming to you live from my stamping room in Worthington, Minnesota. I think I said that twice. It's a beautiful sunny day. I think it's almost 50 degrees. Yesterday we were the high in the state at 51. Unbelievably warm weather for the month of February in this part of the world. So that is 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Not sure about my Canadian friends what that is in Celsius, or my Australian friends, or my friends from around the world that are in Celsius. Let me know. If you're watching live, please comment. Let me know that you're here. Tell me where you're from and what you've got going on today. A couple announcements before I get started on our manly card. First of all, we have 9 days left in celebration. So, peek through this book one more time and make sure that if there's anything that you wanted to get for free, you get your order in. If you are looking for a demonstrator, please find me. My Facebook page is Create with Chris. Obviously, you found my Facebook page because you're watching me. So, but if you need if you want to order and you don't know how, let me know. I can help you through the whole process. But here's the good thing. They've added some more celebration items. There's more to celebrate. So if you haven't had a chance to peek at these new items that were added on February 1st, check them out. These markers, let me get my paper, handed paper the right direction. This is an amazing deal. These are the new core colors after Stampin' Up! Did a revamp. They switched around where colors belong and in which color family they go. None of that is relevant if you are just in need of markers. These are a great item to add to your cart or to a starter kit if you're interested in doing that. The other item that is, I think, awesome is this pack of paper. There we go. This pack of paper. In the catalog, that pack of paper is $30. And I am going to look up right now. Ooh, you get to see my mess behind me. I'm going to look up those markers because I think they're even more. Double check the paper once I get to the paper. I, of course, should have done this before I turned on the camera. Thought about it, just didn't do it. That's right, you get to just hear me chit-chat for a bit longer. All right. Where did I find that paper? That paper is $30. It's 48 sheets. You get 4 of each. They are so cute. And the markers are, let's see, the new core color markers are $38.50. That is a great value. I have actually just purchased several of these little memory scrapbooks, and I'm going to be doing a class on that. So if you're in my area or if you're interested in that, let me know. They are really fun too. So yeah, amazing. I'm glad that they added more things for you guys to choose from. Every $50 increment gets you a free item. $100 increments get you 2, or get you, like the markers are for $100 order, but that pack of paper is for a $50 order. It's awesome. The join special is still happening right now. If you're interested at all in the glass mat, reach out and let me know. It's the best time to join Stampin' Up! Even if you just want to be a hobbyist. You can choose $125 worth of anything you want for $99. And then you get that glass mat. If you're not interested in the glass mat, you can choose another $30 worth. So, all right, I'm heating up here. Shed one layer. I can guarantee you the first thing my husband is going to say when he gets home today is, "You have real clothes on." He's so used to seeing me in my Stampin' Up t-shirts or just plain t-shirts, and today I went on a little adventure. I went up to school where I used to work, and I brought a birthday treat to my friend Jenny. It's her birthday today, and so I was out in the public. I felt like I should put on real clothes. So, all right. Let's see. We've got a couple people joining me. I'm going to double check on my phone and make sure that everything is working properly. You just never know. I can't always tell from my computer. So, looks like I'm live. If you're here watching, let me know if you can hear, if it sounds good. If I had a training meeting last night, and one of the trainers said that they have been, I guess, creeping on our videos. Hi, Cindy. And some of us don't speak loudly enough. I think I do. Former teacher. I don't think I have a problem with my voice quality, but let me know. I never know how the microphone is working. I also think I may have somewhat helped the glare from my fluorescent lights by covering up the one above me a little bit. We shall see. Let me get started. I'm going to turn the camera down, and we are going to, oops, there's a fluorescent light over there. Let me move this over just a bit. So frustrating. Let's do that. Oh my goodness, I promise you that when I was there, I promise you when I was practicing, it was not a problem. All right, can you tell that we're going to be doing some masculine cards? Hi, Julie. Thank you, Cindy. Cindy says the sound is good. All right, masculine cards. I always need them. And let me tell you how I deal with my masculine cards. I will probably make 12 or 16. I like to work in even numbers. And I will have them for the whole year. And then what I do is on the stack of masculine cards, I will put a Post-it note and I will write Tom, meaning I used this masculine card for Tom. So next year when I need a card for Tom, I won't use the same one. Then I will send one to Gary. I'll add his name to the list. Then I will send one to Bruce, add his name to the list, and so on. With women cards, I don't mass produce them quite so much because I have so many, but guy cards are always kind of hard to come by when I'm doing swaps or trades with other stampers. So almost always on a yearly basis, I mass produce them. So we're going to be using the Trusty Tools cards today. We're not going to use the dies, but I wanted to show you that they are available, and I will show you how you could use them. We may or may not add some of this new gold leather, super soft, easy to tie cord. I'm designing this card kind of on the fly today. We may or may not use these new cork adhesive backed cork rounds, which sounds kind of like pork rinds, but not at all. They are actually cork. So you can see the dimension to them right there. Okay, we may or may not be using those. We will be using these pieces. I don't know which ones, but I could have die cut these from the dies that are in the set. I could have fussy cut these, but I am fortunate enough to own a Brother cut and scan, and so what I did was I die cut these all out of the 12 by 12 paper. Let me show you what that looks like. So here's a sheet that I have not cut yet. Well, I've cut a square out of it, but I put this on my Brother cut and scan. It scanned it, and it cut out the tools, for the most part, all of them. It's an amazing tool when it works. It's a little fussy. So I'm going to put those in this tray. This is the silicone tray that comes with the glass mat. I am not going to need these all, but there they are when I do need them. I'm going to need some basic white and some basic black cardstock. And then I picked out from the Designer Series paper that you can earn free on with a qualifying order. I picked these papers out. These are the back sides. The back sides are definitely more colorful and a little bit fun, but you will see shortly why I want to use the plainer sides. Plainer, is that the right word? I also have a little baggie here with some pieces that I had previously die cut using silver paper, and we may use those. We'll see. I'll set them over here with the others. All right, here's where my light is usually shining, but I covered the light above me with a blue light cover, so we'll see if that works. All right, I'm having a little bit of technical difficulty here on my comments, so let me see what's going on here. Okay, I'm back. All right, so I'm going to start with a tip that I do. So I'm not a huge fun fold person, but when I am, I typically make a template so that I don't have to create all of the measurements and all of the folds and all of the score lines when I want to use that fun fold again. This basket was almost full before I went live, and I eliminated several of them because, to be quite honest with you, I couldn't even follow my own instructions. So, but I did keep the ones that were indeed helpful. So let me show you a couple. This is just old, outdated cardstock, and it's ugly. I mean, like, obviously I've made corrections, but I have on here all of the measurements you'll need, whether it's DSP or cardstock. I think I typically write CS if it's cardstock. Anyway, tells me where to score and what size to cut it. That is one fun fold, which is a fun one, obviously, right? This one is going to stand up like that. Okay, here's another one, and you'll see again all of my corrections, all of my measurements are right on the cardstock. I actually did this as a class, and everybody made a set like this. That's why they are all purple. I think we each had a different color. Okay, another fun fold. Again, all the directions are on it and easy to read. Just a couple more here. This is one that will stand up like this. There's a side view of it. This one is a little disappointing, I'm not going to lie, because I feel like whenever I make a card like this, the person that wants to display it and have it look super cute on their counter, by the end of the day, it's just going to be flat. So, but again, all the measurements are on it and where to score. This is a lot less significant. Not a lot of markings on it, but I did mark the length of the paper. So this one is, you know, like I said, less impressive, but it will remind me that I don't always have to fold my paper the same direction. This one is pretty specific to the set that I was using. I did these for a swap, so I had to make a lot of them. So again, all of the measurements are easy to see and find. And then this one is an easel card. So this was that teacup set, and I had the little lemon wedge holding up the teacup. So that one was a fun one to make and to give. And then the last one I'm going to share with you today is another easel card. This one, and all of these cards, by the way, fold into a regular A4 envelope. So this one has an easel that's going to hold it up. We just did this one last month at my card class. Let me show you an actual card made with this layout. So on this one, I have the words holding it up, but again, it folds flat. And on the sample, I just know that you're going to put something to hold it up. So this is the one we're going to use today, and I'm going to use a tool to hold up the card. So are you ready to get started? All right. I am inspired today by Jackie Bolthius, Stampin' Clumpin' Stamper. She did a technique today with masking tape. I have not tried it, so again, we're live. Remember, for those of you that have been joining me, I am in a Facebook challenge to go live every day in the month of February. So I missed the weekend, but I hope I made up for it yesterday, because yesterday I went live 4 times. All right. Okay. So I'm going to look at my template. I need a card that is 11 by 4 1/4 and scored at 5 1/2. So that's a very, very, very common cut. This would be if you were making a long, skinny card. 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. For those of you that have the Stampin' Up! Trimmer, this line that goes right down the center of the ruler is 5 1/2 inches. And if you need 6 inches, it's right to the edge where there's that kind of a bumper. So I do have a little bit of an issue though, because my trimmer doesn't stay, there's just a little gap there. So I always have to make sure that I am holding that in when I am using that 5 1/2 mark, or I put it at the top of my board. All right, so I've done this step. 11 by 4 1/4, score at 5 1/2. Now I'm going to go 1 1/4 inches and then to the corner. So I'm going to just pull in a pencil, and I'm going to measure 1 1/4 inches. And I'm going to make a little tick mark. I'm using these measurements in the center. Okay, I'm going to put that tick mark right in the scoring track, and I'm going to put the other corner, this corner, also in the scoring track. And then I'm going to, score that. All right. Hi Greta, thanks for watching. Okay, let's go back to my template. I've got everything on this side scored and cut properly. And now I need a piece of my color coordinating, my color idea on here is to use 2 separate colors. Obviously for the card I was making in my mind, then I used 2 separate colors. On this card we used the same. The 4x4 is the same color as the base of the card, and today it is also going to be the same. So I'm taking another sheet of black cardstock, and some of you are probably saying, like, wait, Chris, why don't you use the same one? Well, remember, I mass produced these, so I'm going to leave this one at 4 1/4 for my second card, and then this one I'm going to cut at 4 inches, and I'm going to put this paper aside because it's not the size that I need right now. Okay, and because I'm making 2, I'm going to cut one at 4 by 4 and the second one at 4 by 4. This piece will go in my scrap bin. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and score the second one again. So 5 1/2, and then go over 1 1/4 inches and score from that tick mark to the corner. Some of you are wondering, which way do you score, which way do you fold? I know that there are opinions on valley or mountain or which way, but in the end, it all works just, ooh, excuse me, it all works out fine. All right, so I'm going to go back to my template. This flap here is going to get folded up. All right. This flap is getting folded up. All right, now it's a little bit off at the top. I can trim that if I want to. We'll see how the whole thing turns out in the end. Okay, so fold it in half, score it, and fold up. All right, I have 2 bases ready to go. All right, let's set those aside. I have 2 front pieces ready to go. All right, now I need to decide, like I said, I was picking several of the more neutral papers in the set because I want my focus to be the tools that I'm going to put on. So I'm going to use this piece for the inside. My inside is a traditional size piece, or a standard size piece. So I know that my card is 4 1/4, so the inside, if I go 1/4 of an inch smaller, is going to be 4 inches by, my traditional card is 5 1/2, so I'm going to go down 1/4 of an inch, 5 1/4, and I'm doing 2 cards. And this piece is stuck. This piece will get saved. We'll see if I ever need that again. All right, so this is the inside, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to glue it on the inside because then it's out of the way. Oh, I hate to use up all these tools on the back, but remember, I die cut a whole bunch of them. I'm using mono liquid adhesive glue. You just need a really thin layer. Center that and gently, hi Sherry, you've been getting lucky on catching me live. What do you do you ever need masculine cards? I know a lot of people say, oh, I don't send the guys cards. You know what though? If you're a card maker, you should. Guys love them. I'm telling you, a lot of my friends' husbands are thrilled to get just one birthday card on their birthday, and it's typically from me. All right, we've got those 2 done. Now I'm going to work on what I want on the front of the card. So let's see. I think I want the piece that kind of looks like pegboard. And then I think over here I'm going to put the ruler. All right, so I know that this piece is 4 by 4. So the piece that I'm trying to decide which way I want to cut this, because do I want my rulers to run up and down? Yes, I think I do. Alright, so I'm going to cut this 4 and 3 3/4. I need 2 of them. 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. Notice that I try to cut up and down when I'm using my trimmer. I feel like that way it will, the wear and tear on my blade will be more even. So, Sherry loves these papers. Were you able to earn some through Celebration, Sherry? That's how I got mine. They really are fun. And the sides I'm using today are not the fun sides at all, but we're going to bring in some fun. Bring in the funk, right? Okay. So, okay. Now I'm going to do this strip here. And I scored that, or I made a pencil mark at 1 1/4, and so I'm just double checking. So I'm going to make this strip 1 inch. I think I want, well, let's see. We're going to have it going that way, I guess, because that's the way I cut my paper. And I need 2 of them. I kind of wanted my yardstick ruler marks going the other direction, but it's okay. My card is 4 1/4, so I want this to be 4 inches. I try to do them at the same time. It's a tiny cut, so hold tight. These are scraps. Alright, let's get those glued on. Oh, Sherry, you got the dies too? Nice. Yeah. They are so fun. And they don't have to be guy cards. Lots of my friends are handy dandy, so I can make these cards for women too. I've also seen them done up like even in girly colors, you know, pink tools. Not that my friends have pink tools, but I actually did have a pink toolkit one time. My dad laughed at it. I still have the hammer because it was nice and little, and it fits in my drawer here, and sometimes you just need a little light hammer. Alright. Oh, Sherry, they're coming. You haven't gotten them yet. Woo! Fun, fun. Always fun when the brown truck shows up. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of this leather. What did I say it's called? It's just called gold. It's called faux leather trim. Okay. I'm going to tie this on here. Again, because I can, right? I think that, oops, not that scissor. Let's get this one. And I'm just going to tie a knot. And I don't really care where it is on the length of the cord right now, because I can always move this around. Okay, just a square knot. Left over right, right over left. I'm pretty sure this is thin enough to go in the mail. Now I want my knot higher at the top here, so I'm just going to take my card, and flex it a little bit, and now I can slide that up to where I want it. Alrighty, and I'm going to trim off the ends, and there we go. Okay, let's go ahead and do the same thing on this one. Faux leather cord. This is one of the newer items in that mini catalog, which is only good until the end of April. So get your hands on some of this. This is going to be pretty on like gardening cards too, with some of those outdoor flowers. That gold fleck in it just makes it a little extra special. My grandma used to say, it's just a little extra. She didn't mean that in a good way though. There was always somebody at her nursing home that was a little extra. And what Grandma didn't realize was that she herself was a little extra. And I say that with love for my grandma who's no longer with us. All right. I'm trying to decide if I should trim off. I'm not going to trim that off. Okay, so now here's another, I don't know, situation. I can put this down. Okay, do you see there's the corner? I can move this down. I know it's hard to tell in the black. And no, I think I want to put it all the way up so that some of this shows. Now, in hindsight, I am wondering if this piece is supposed to be a little bit bigger, because if I closed the card and this matched down here on the corner, this does not match here, and this does not match here. So if you want that to be completely closed, you need to make your square 4 1/4. But hi Jane and Donna, nice to see you guys. Thanks for joining me. We're making guy cards today. So because it doesn't match perfectly, I'm okay with that. I want this to show around the outside now. Okay, so now when you adhere this piece, you only want your adhesive on this part of the triangle. So I'm going to show you a different way to do that also, if you want to be sure that you get your glue exactly where it belongs. Okay, again, I want this border to be pretty even Steven. And since we have black on black on the rest of this, this isn't going to be super critical. But now I have this nice and even. Okay, the other way to do this is to take the part that you're going to glue and put it on backwards. And so now I can see where that line is. Okay. Whoops, got out of my line there. Black on black is kind of hard to do this with, I am finding. But no problem, it covered it just perfectly. All right, this is coming together nicely. We have the base of the card done. All right, now what we need is to, I'm going to make up a word here, cutify it. We need to cutify it. All right, so I showed you earlier that I have all these pieces. Some of them are, oh, I forgot. Okay, I'm going to have to do another video, because the part that I was saying Jackie Bolthius taught us today was a technique to use masking tape with, and I forgot to do that. Okay, I'll make another card with the same set, and I'll post that when I'm done here. Okay, so I just need to decide, first of all, which piece is going to hold up my card. I think I might, okay, I still might be able to do Jackie's technique. All right, let me make sure. I want to make sure I use the right color ink. And so I can tell that by looking on the back of the pack of paper. Could they make the writing any smaller? Seriously. Sometimes I write the colors right on the cardboard so I can read them. Okay, so I have, this one is Lost Lagoon. I want to find a paintbrush. My nails are not working on the tray here. This is Poppy Parade. And this is Crushed Curry. I'm going to use the Crushed Curry. Okay, so I have not tried this yet. So let's see what happens. Crushed Curry. So I'm going to get my Crushed Curry stamp pad. I'm going to have my chamois ready to go because I think this is going to make a little bit of a mess. This is the chamois, nice soft chamois that comes with the glass plate. All right, and this roll, Jackie used painter's tape, but I only had kind of a medium width. But I had masking tape, and this masking tape is so old that it's not very sticky. And so I think that that's exactly what I want. All right, so I'm taking the sticky side and I am laying it in my, laying it on my ink pad. I have some scratch paper under here because I think I want to try this first. This is just copy machine paper. All right. I'm wanting this to look like it's going to be painting. Oh, you guys, this is going to be cool. This is going to be really cool. Okay, it's a little wider than I want it to be because the brush isn't quite that wide. So let me take the tape again. Ah, it's so brittle. Let me take my tape. Now I'm going to trim this down. I want it about the size of my brush. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but, and it definitely doesn't have to be this long. Okay. So let's do that again. Again, I'm going to practice it one time. Isn't that going to be cool? Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it on the inside of the card where I put this architect's grid paper. Okay? And then this is what's going to hold my card up. Get you guys a little closer. Okay. Dry masking tape. Remember, the recommendation was to use painter's tape. And if this didn't work, I was going to cut down my painter's tape. Let's see. I don't think it matters, but I'm going to go this way. Throw that away before I get ink on everything else. And this, oh, it's so cool. All right, now I need my dimensionals. So I'm going to put one here, a large dimensional, and I'm going to put a couple mini dimensionals on the handle. Let me watch what I'm going to do here. I'm not putting a dimensional intentionally on the brush part of the handle. Right here, I'm going to put liquid glue because I want this part actually touching the paper so it looks like it's right in the paint. All right. So I went a little bit too far, but it's okay, right? Okay, so my brush is flat, but popped up, because this is what's going to hold up the paper. Oh, that's so fun. All right, that's try number 1. Let's try number 2. This time I'm going to use Poppy Parade. Was that the color it said? I gotta look again. Poppy Parade, yeah. Not that it would matter, but might as well use a coordinating color, right? All right. Some dry masking tape. This time I'm going to tear it so it's a little thinner. I want to be careful because red ink is just a mess. All right. And I'm going to this time not go over quite so far, and I'm going to go at an angle. Cool. Ooh, looks like somebody was murdered. Oh, you guys, just laugh with me. Okay, Darla's watching. Hi, Darla. All right, now I'm gonna, oh, look at the red paintbrush is a little bit wider. It's okay. Okay, take your pick tool. I'm gonna put a large one. I'm gonna actually put 2 large ones on here. And some minis. I think that should do it. Take those off. I'm going to put some liquid adhesive on the brush tip. That one fits better, doesn't it? Is that not the coolest thing ever? Thank you, Jackie. Jackie Bolthius. And that's what holds that part of the card up. Really cool. I also might next time put double the dimensions so that that brush is a little higher, but it's really not going anywhere. It's holding it up nicely. Okay, got my ink put away, so I'm not going to be getting my fingers in the ink. All right, let's hang some tools on the pegboard now. If you are just joining me, I cut these all out using my brother Scan and Cut. So, okay, we've got pliers, and we've got a wrench, right? And we've got, how do I want to decorate the front? How about, nope, same color. A screwdriver, and isn't there something longer? Oh, here's a hammer. Is that my only hammer? Do I have a different color hammer? Of course not. Oh, how about a tape measure? Oh, sorry guys. This is designing on the fly, right? Okay, maybe the pencil. Maybe I'll put a pencil down here. Just kind of playing here a little bit. That's one option. Anybody have any suggestions on what tools to use or not use here? What if I used the whole same color family. I wonder what that looks like. All the same color family. Oh, I like a little pop of red on there. Let's use the hammer. Let's put these this direction. Let's see if we like it this way. Sometimes you just have to fuss around. Alright, we've got a red. We've got something in blue. We've got a Phillips head screwdriver. Should I put the saw on here? Oh, I don't mind that at all. Alright. Okay, now, I feel like I need to stamp something on here though. You're the most awesome. That's exactly what it should say. And I wonder if I could just have it say that right on the saw. You're the most awesome. Alright, let's play with that. I don't want this to say Dad, because I've already made several Dad cards. Alright, I am going to be able to, I got a million of these. Nope, that's not going to fit on there. That is not going to fit on there or on there. Oh, it might fit on this one. Let's try it. This could go on the inside. It is going to barely fit. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm off camera. You're the most awesome. Barely fits on there. So I don't want to do that. I am going to go ahead and attach these though. Liquid glue, and I'll maybe pop one of them up. Maybe I'll pop up the hammer. The most used tool there is, right? Alright. Leave that one. I'm going to have to get some greeting on here somewhere though. So this is going to get popped up. I'm kind of using the pegboard lines to get them straight-ish. Alright, and let's put some mini dimensionals on, a little glue on there. Let's put some mini dimensionals on the back. I'm going to put a large one here and 3 minis. 1, 2, 3. Do you guys have the pick tool? Right there is the perfect example of why you need it, because it helps you poke off that waxy back of your dimensionals. Okay, there's that one. Cute. And who knows how we had these, huh? We had the pencil at the bottom, tiny bits of glue on the pencil. You guys, thanks for watching me. I am probably on here longer than you ever expected. I have no idea where I'm at with time. I think I'll pop up that biggest tool. You know what? No, I'm going to go flat on all of these, and then I'm going to pop up a sentiment. How about that? I made a card with these tools as the letters. Have any of you guys seen that? So that it said DAD. Because this was an A and these were the D's. And then, well, when I'm done here, I will show you. I feel like I need one more thing on here. Could it be a yardstick? Sure. I just need something thin because I didn't center those very good. Alright, let me trim this off. And we're going to have a faux yardstick on here to fill out the pegboard. Alright, let's get rid of all of this. So that we have room to make a tag. Alright, a tag. Let me pull in a scrap of white. Let's see how that fits on there. You're the most awesome. I'm going to fussy cut this. Let's try that again. I think I need to re-ink my Memento ink pad. I was stamping this morning and felt it getting somewhat dry. So, it's okay for now. Alright, Sherry took a little break. Oh, the baby's down for a nap. Oh, good. I'm sure you're enjoying. Is this a grandchild that you are babysitting? I know you said yesterday you were babysitting. Alright, we're going to fussy cut this. Let the paper do the work instead of the scissor. Move your paper instead of your scissor. And work in the, what I would call the crotch of your scissor. Until you get to the straightaway. Alright, you're the most awesome. Remember, paper has two sides, so here's the side that I messed up with, is now the back. Grandchild, a little grand girl. Her name is Nora, and we have a Nora in our family. So I am going to even trim this off a little bit more, and then I'm going to set it right on that pencil. I should maybe just do a video of fussy cutting. And then when you guys can't sleep at night, you would just watch me fussy cut. You're the most awesome. Alright, see here how I need to re-ink my Memento ink pad? Yeah. But the recipient of this card is not going to notice. Guaranteed. Okay, now I'm bringing in my adhesive-backed cork rounds. And let's see where we want to put these. I feel like they kind of work like regular sequins or gems that we're putting on, and so they should just go in random spots, but then I'm struggling with the dots on the paper, and then I feel like they need to be following the dots. Let's go with the inside instead. There's a large one. There's a smaller one, always in threes. We'll put one more here. Okay, you're the most awesome. Now I need happy birthday. All right, hang on. Happy birthday is coming right up. Which one should I use? Of course I don't have one just right here at my disposal. Happy birthday. Ooh, let's use this one. Okay, I'm going to pull in this Curved Occasions set, and I think I'm going to work with the curve of the brush. Perfect. All right. Some of you may wonder why I put my stamps on any which way. Like this one is angled. I tend to, that's just my style, I guess. I tend to put them on in an angle. It's just the way that the block is comfortable to me. All right. Happy birthday. You're the most awesome. Happy birthday. Really, really fun. All right. That one's done. I've got this inked up and out, so I'm going to go ahead and let's try something different on this one. What if this one had that tape measure or the saw blade? Of course, now I can't find a tape measure. Oh, here was another long that I could have used. That's a bit too big for what I needed, though. Where's the tape measure? Okay. I'm wondering if the tape measure would be fun to go around that, or the saw. I think it's the saw. The saw wins. Okay, love that I can just practice that right on my glass mat without having to waste a grid paper. All right, let's make sure that's dry. I'm going to use the saw on the inside. I don't want to just plonk it in the middle. I kind of like it tucked underneath the paintbrush, and I might even add a few more things. Let's see what else I could add here. I could add here's one that didn't get all the way cut from my stamp cut emboss machine. Easy peasy. Just had to snip that off. Or should I say handsome? Love the card, very cute. Oh, or handsome. It is a handsome card, isn't it, Julie? Or do I want, I don't know why that saw blade really doesn't go at all with painting, but neither does all the other tools. Yes, we're just going to add, no, I don't want to add that one. It's the same color. Oh my gosh, my brain. Let's do, we haven't used this at all. Let's put this in here. What is this called? Is this a vise? Let me know what this is called. I think it's a like a hand vise. Grip, vise, something. We're just going to have that there. Okay. Tiny little bit of glue. Wipe that off. And now we're going to come in with the curved happy birthday. Beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. Get my ink out of the way. All right. And now he needs some cork rounds. Not to be confused with pork rinds. cork rounds. I liked them down here. Let's just do the same sort of ish thing. Ish. Okay, you guys. So fun. Alright, I have 2 masculine cards. Does this one need? This one needs a greeting on the front. Jeepers, never done. Never done. Let's get out another scrap, bring back my desperately needing to be re-inked Memento ink pad. Better, 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 better. And I think I'm also going to fussy cut this one, just because there's not a lot of room on the front of this card. I was trying to decide if I should go straighter, but not my style. Okay. Remember, let the paper do the work. Let your non-cutting hand do the work. And off. Okay, I popped up the hammer on this one. Straight. I feel like it needs to be straight. Everything else is straight, right? Okay, we'll just put that right on the hammer. I mean the saw. Crooked. This is why I like the multi-liquid purpose glue, because you have a little time to play with it. Alright, let's get my ink closed up before I make a hot mess with that. And let's recap. Alright, masculine cards, 2 of them using a template. If you're just joining, I make templates and I save them with the measurements so that I don't have to rethink or look up what a fun fold card needs. Okay, that was the first thing we talked about. I showed you a fun fold card that was made with that template, and on this one, the greeting, "You are a blessing," is what's popping it up. I mentioned that sometimes I pop them up double. This one I used the foam dimensional sheet, so it's the whole length of the card, so that's not a bad idea either. Okay, then we went ahead and cut everything we needed for 2 cards. They're similar but a little different. They both stand up being held up by the paintbrush. And then I also showed you how to make this cool painting technique on the inside using masking tape. So if you are just catching me now and you didn't get in on those techniques, please watch the replay and let me know what you think. Let me flip the camera around again. There we are. So day 20 of my 29-day challenge. Thank you for joining me. My name is Chris, and I'm coming to you live from Worthington, Minnesota. If you have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, reach out to them and let them know what you need. Celebration is ending in 9 days, and the Join Special is ending in 9 days. If you don't have a demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. And I can hook you up with all of the things that you need. I do have an online store. Most of my business is through people telling me what they need, and then I help them get it ordered. But you can also search for me on StampinUp.com by the name Chris, C-H-R-I-S, Brouwer, B-R-O-U-W-E-R. You can order from me anywhere in the United States. You don't even have to live nearby. If you live nearby, almost every Thursday I am at the Oasis. It's a cute little back room at a church, and we twice a month I have classes, and the other 2 days or 2 Thursdays in the month, or 3 depending on the length of the month, we have open crafting. So you bring your own projects, and it's $5. It helps cover the rent. If you're coming for class, you just pay the class fee. So if you're nearby, I would love to stamp with you. If you want to know more about the Join Special, please reach out. I will call you. I will Zoom with you. I will meet you for coffee or a Diet Coke. And that is it for today. I don't have to do another card because the technique that I thought I forgot to do was the masking tape. So come back tomorrow, and amongst the crazy mess that I've going here, there's another project brewing. So I will see you tomorrow on day 21. Have a great day, everyone, and enjoy your evening. Thanks for watching.